Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Committee of Adjustment for March 11th. Thank you for coming. I'm Larry Wheeler. I'm the Secretary-Treasurer. We have regrets from one of our members, Jeff Doomering. And our first item of business is the appointment of a chairperson. Can we have a nomination, please?
I'd like to nominate Dennis Kuhl.
I'll second that.
Seconder, thank you. I'll hand over to you, Dennis.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any calls for a deferral or withdrawal of any matter before the committee?
No, we don't.
None. Does anybody have any declaration of pecuniary interest today?
No.
Okay, so moving on to the minutes of the previous meeting, we have our minutes from our February 11th meeting and a recommendation here that the minutes of the Township of Mapleton Committee of Adjustment meeting held on February 11th, 2026 be confirmed as circulated in the agenda. So do we have a motion to approve?
I can make a motion. I do the questions, but I will make a motion.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Okay.
And the question I had was, did the amendment to the side yard setback be included in the minutes?
Good question.
Amendment to the side yard setback. Do you know which hearing, Peg, you're talking about?
That was the one from. I don't have the minutes in front of me.
Oh.
My question was, are they in the minutes that
Oh, yeah, that's all in there.
Okay.
So I know what you mean now, yeah. The answer is yes.
Okay, so the answer is yes. Are there any other matters then arising from the minutes of our last meeting? None? Okay, so we'll move on to the first and only hearing for today. So that's hearing A 2026/03. And the location of the subject property is legally described as part lots 19 and 20. Concession 3, P, Part 7, Registered Plan 61R 11121, and is municipally known as 6601 Yatton Side Road. The property is approximately 48.97 hectares, or 121 acres in size, occupied by a residence, farm operation, and an on-farm diversified use. The purpose and effect of the variance application is to provide relief from the maximum allowable floor area for the metal fabrication on farm diversified use on the subject lands. The applicants are proposing a small 40 square meter office addition to the existing shop building. Current zoning restricts the size of the building to 557.42 meters squared. The variance is required in order to allow the addition. Other variances may be considered where deemed appropriate. So, do we have any notifications or comments regarding this application? Larry.
Thank you, sir. Staff can confirm that property owners, Mapleton staff, and agencies were provided with the required notice by prepaid first-class mail on or before February 20th. There's a comment summary in the Township Planning Report. Proper on-site postings were completed. Source water comments, GRCA comments, and County of Wellington planner comments are included in the package. Thank you.
So do we have Any further comments then from the township planner? None? Just a report. So at this point, we can ask the owners, Edgar and Christine Martin, or the applicants, Michael Becker and John Horst, to introduce themselves. And you have the opportunity to speak regarding this application if you've got anything you want to add to our discussion.
So I am Michael Becker, the applicant. Can you hear me? Not too much more to add. This is just a small addition through the site plan approval process. There was a couple extra items like a barrier-free washroom, better lunchroom, barrier-free access throughout the building that lent us to desire a bit more space in the building, hence needing the minor variance. We also realized that the existing building, we had went and measured it on site. There is an existing mezzanine that was not included in the previous application, which would put it over the 557, I believe, square meters that was allowed. So we needed to enable the building to exist as it stands, as well as the addition we are seeking.
Okay, thank you. That's helpful. Is there anybody else that's attending today that would wish to speak to the proposal at this time? No one else? Okay, so you've actually provided your information. There don't seem to be any questions from any other interested persons. So now we'll open it up to any questions or clarification from staff, from committee members. So if anybody has a question, just put up your hand, or Bob.
Yes, thank you, Chair. I have no problem with this thing at all. When I look at this little addition, it's pretty minor, and it's all within that gravel yard space around that property. It looks to be gravel anyways. And we're not cutting into any more workable land. And looking at it, it gives these guys room to turn the transport around in there. Not that they have to back out onto a road allowance, and, which wouldn't be a problem anyways in this one because it's so far away from the building. So I have no problem with this one at all. I think they've done a real good job of designing this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peg?
Thank you, Chair. I don't have any questions. I did have questions about the mezzanine, but you've already answered them in your comments. Thank you.
Okay, I guess that's it for comments and questions. So we have to consider a resolution as a committee as to whether to grant, refuse, defer, or reserve this application. And so we will be considering the 4 tests that are required. The variance that the variance is minor in nature, the variance requested is desirable for the appropriate development or use of the lands, buildings, or structure. The variance maintains the general intent and purpose of the official plan. The variance maintains the general purpose and intention of the zoning bylaw. So there is a recommendation that's been included in the report, and that recommendation is that the minor variance applied for in application A 2026-03, located at part lots 19 and 20, concession 3P, Part 7, Registered Plan 61R 11121, and is municipally known as 6601 Yatton Side Road, to provide the following relief as proposed. So that would be addition to home industry building on farm diversified, section 6.14D, zoning site-specific A 31.339 building floor area maximum. And that would be recognizing that as required, it would be 557.4 meters squared, and that the proposal is for an addition to make the building 649.4 meters squared, for a difference of 92 meters squared. So we have those options to grant, refuse, defer, or reserve. Does anybody want to place the recommendation? Okay, Peg? I'll second it. Okay, Bob? So can we see a show of hands on that recommendation? Okay, thank you. Yeah, Ed was a yes. Yes. Okay, there he is. All right. Okay, so at this point, we have approved that recommendation. And so we'll circulate the decision sheet at this point. Okay, notice that Ed, who's joining us via Zoom call, had his hand up, so I don't know if you had something you'd wish to say, Ed?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I'm just wondering, being as the members that are present are signing, just wondering how my signature would get included or my approval gets included today, that's all.
Thanks, Ed. It's Larry. We can just take it like just verbally, but because it's Committee of Adjustment, next time you come by the office, we'll get you to sign.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, so that then concludes this hearing on minor variance A 2026/03. So thank you very much for your input. Okay, so Michelle, under general business, upcoming hearing dates and next meeting.
We should have 3.
3 for April. Okay. All right, so that would mean upcoming hearing dates then are April 15th, potential of 3 hearings, and then May 13th and June 10th. All right. Do I call for a motion to adjourn? Okay, I guess I call this meeting adjourned then. Thank you.